Hello everybody and welcome to another Twilight Zone review. Today it is Season 2, Episode 19, Mr. Dingle the Strong, written by Rod Serling and starring Burgess Meredith as Luther Dingle and Don Rickles as the Better. And this episode is very silly, and I could easily just talk about how it doesn't make sense and how it's not very good, but you know what? I have fun with this episode, so I'm not going to be too hard on it. Okay, so we start in a bar with Mr. Dingle, and there's two other men there, and they're arguing about a bet from a baseball game, and the bartender is there also, trying to keep the peace, and they just call him the Better, so that's what I'll call him. He asks Mr. Dingle to get involved. He asks him about it, and Dingle sides with the other man, so Better basically gets mad and hits Dingle. And at this point, two Martians come in the room, and they're invisible to everybody. Nobody can see them. And they're looking to make a test, an experiment, and give one human being superhuman strength. So seeing that Dingle can use the help, they decide to give him the strength. And so he basically gets it. At this point, Mr. Dingle's getting ready to leave, as he's been hit twice now by Better. And Dingle says he feels funny. He says his vacuum cleaner feels lighter. We find out he sells them. And he rips the door off its handle on his way out. Then I'm not going to go through every single thing that happened, but I'll give you some of the feats of strength that he does, because that's basically what the episode relies upon. He throws a football really far. He rips a door handle off of a taxi. He lifts a park bench with a woman on it, which is my favorite one, and the woman's reaction is good as well. Good acting, good job there. And he breaks a rock in half and lifts up a statue. Now at this point, the last two things a reporter sees, and of course he's interested in a story for the paper, so he takes a picture of it. So we go to the next day, and Mr. Dingle's waking up, getting out of bed. He basically crushes his alarm clock. He poses in the mirror, but he looks no different. He tears a telephone book in half. All this is amusing, but it's pretty much a one-note joke. You know, he just keeps destroying things, which, like I said, it's funny and it works for a half-hour episode. But after a while, it's just kind of the same old thing. So now we're back in the bar, and he has all these people around him. Of course, now everybody's interested in this guy. And, you know, somebody offers him a starring role on TV. Another guy says, you could be in my carnival. All these different people want him. Then we find out he's going to be on a TV show. And he does, you know, more tricks here. He just keeps breaking and punching more things. It's really very similar to before. The special effects are pretty silly looking on this stuff as well. But it's early 60s TV. What can you really expect? And, you know, at this point, he also gets his revenge on Better, the guy that picked on him at the beginning. He lifts him in the air and throws him down. And all that's somewhat amusing, but it ultimately adds up to really not much. And so the aliens come back, and they don't like how he's using this power, you know, just for nothing other than to really kind of show off. So they decide they're going to take it away from him. So he loses his power. And I got to say, everybody except the bartender, who's pretty cool, just turns on this guy in a minute. They go back to laughing at him and mocking him. Really nice people here. Geez. They're really mean, and they all leave. So now Dingle's just back in the bar, seeming very down, understandably so. And the two guys are back there arguing about a game on TV again. So we're kind of back to the beginning. But two new aliens come in, and all four aliens in this episode look ridiculous, by the way. But again, early 60s TV effects. They did what they could with what they had. So two new aliens come in, and they decide that they're also doing an experiment, and they also decide that Mr. Dingle would be great for it. So he gets superior intelligence now. And when the two men are arguing about the game, you know, Better asks him, what do you think will happen? He does this complicated mathematical theory and predicts that the batter will hit a home run. And sure enough, the batter does hit a home run. And so the episode ends with him basically having superior intelligence. And Rod Serling explains, you know, this power probably won't last long. But in the Twilight Zone, these things might keep happening because, you know, I guess there's a lot of aliens out there that want to give Mr. Dingle power. So it's just a light kind of funny, kind of silly, somewhat clever at times, but also not too clever at other times episode. It's pretty much a one-note joke, but it's entertaining enough. If any Twilight Zone episode is harmless, it's probably this one. It's not meant to be serious at all. And on that level, it kind of works. So I'm going to go right in the middle and give Mr. Dingle the Strong 2.5 out of 5. So 2.5 out of 5 for Mr. Dingle the Strong. You can check it out if you want. It's fine. Thanks. Bye.